welcome back to day 3. Okay, so today I got a decent amount of studying done. It was my first day back at class after spring break. Excuse me. So I found it to be a little that was hot outside. I found it to be a little challenging to get back to school and actually go to class to then study for the LSAT. But nonetheless, I still managed to study about 3.5 hours to 4 hours. I don't know the exact amount. I just kept doing lessons on 7th stage and kept rolling with it. And I finally reached over 10% complete, meaning I have now completed over 22 hours of the course. Yay. Only done in 6 days. That's not a good trend considering I only have 70-something more days until the LSAT. I think tomorrow would be 75, so if I was on that trend, I would only have 21 days to do practice tests, and if I did a practice test every 3 days, which is still pretty ridiculous, then I would only have 7 practice tests done. Assuming that I actually learned the material pretty well, 7 practice tests might be enough, but it's really not enough. So realistically, I need to be at a much faster pace from the time that I finish the semester until I start practice tests. After I start practice tests, I could take it slow to just learn the exam. Right now, I'm just trying to get more exposed to these types of questions. So what did I do today? So today, I really finished up logic lessons. I finished up the group 3s and group 4s within the curriculum. I did a bunch of the quizzes, and I'm happy to announce that I'm getting this material pretty well. Additionally, I learned that there are 3 uses for the word or. In a phrase where it says, Jenny eats more ice cream than Chris or Jonathan, the or in that sentence would refer to an and, meaning that Jenny ate more ice cream than both Chris and Jonathan. The or there signifies an and. The word or is very ambiguous on the LSAT, and that's one of the rare uses, but it's important to notice that when that's the case, it means both. Additionally, unless it's stated otherwise, or could mean one or both. So if it's the case that either Jonathan or Susan will get a fellowship this semester, it means that at least one of them can get it, but they can both get it. So you'd be wrong to assume that only one of them can get it. If it says Jonathan or Susan will get a fellowship this semester, but not both, then it's safe to assume that's just one, and that if Jonathan got the fellowship, then Susan did not get the fellowship. If Susan got the fellowship, then Jonathan did not get the fellowship. I've learned that the word or is a bit ambiguous, and I learned that's a problem, but it's not that big of a problem. You just need to keep it in mind and to keep reading, and as you read and try to identify these things, it'll come to you intuitively after a while. Additionally, I learned about groups 3 and group 4 and how there are other words that signify sort of a conditional for an argument, but context is very important there too. I also learned that the words is and are can be used as they can be used to introduce a necessary condition, and that the rules that 7th stage put out for how to transition for a group 3 and a group 4 base rule, and if you're tied for a rule, then just pick one and you'll end up with the same result. So that's pretty much the extent of what I learned today. I learned, at least finishing up the introduction to logic, which I found very helpful, and I feel like I can use at least more now on logical reasoning questions, which should be a big help because if I can understand stuff through just symbols, it will probably help me, if not symbolic logic, it'll probably help me find the supported question within the logical reasoning question, or something else, or what the conclusion, identifying the conclusion in a main point question. And additionally tomorrow, because I only have 1 more hour worth of material in the logic section, I should be pushing into assumption and weakening questions. So yeah, that's it for today. It was a pretty good day. Got a lot of studying, got a lot of work done. I can't complain. So, as always, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you all for watching. Have a great rest of your day, rest of your night, whatever. If you guys are studying for the LSAT like I am right now, you guys know you got this. It's a grind, but it'll pay off in the end. All right, guys. I'll see you all tomorrow. Take it easy.